guys, it's No Velocity here. I have some Minecraft music gonna play in the background, like just a Minecraft home screen on Xbox playing, so yeah, that's what that is. And this is the first installment of Nova Stories, so on to the story. Okay, this is the story of how I got kicked out of summer school. Okay, so this is what happened. In summer school, I am taking only art class, right? So, I'm sitting there, and for art, I guess we decided as a group, I didn't really decide on it, but I guess we decided as a group to, make a gigantic mural made out of, like, tiles that we make out of clay, and then paint a picture on there and put it on the side of the school, I guess. So I'm sitting there. Part of it was we had to work on these tiles. So on the first day of summer school, I made a friend. His name is Raven, and so I made this guy my friend. He's like a skater boy. He's a bit younger than me, and so I made him my friend. I'm like, hey, we're cool, I guess. Let's just chill and hang out sometimes in school. And he's like, okay. So we became friends, and he liked to make me, like, anytime that he would make me laugh, he'd be so happy that he made me laugh, so he'd try to make me laugh nonstop. And so I'm sitting there working on clay tools around like the third day of summer school. I'm sitting there, like, I have a wooden thing. Okay, the handle is made of wood. It's like this big, and it has a needle like this big on it, and it's made out of metal. It's a needle, it's pointy, and it's used to like draw on the clay and like cut it out and straight edge and stuff. So I was doing that. I was doing the work. For once in my life, I was doing work in school, and this kid wants to get my attention. So he's sitting there like, hey, 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 hey. And I'm like, dude, no, I'm working. Leave me alone. And so to get my attention, he decides to grab my hands. He grabs my hands, like my hands are down like this, and he grabs my hands at the wrists, like this. So he's pulling my hands, and I pull back. I have this clay tool in my hand. It's this way. Like the handle is in here, and the spike is out this way. And I pull my hand back, and so as I'm pulling my hand back, I guess the pointy end pokes him in the hand, about like right here. And it was nothing. It didn't bleed or anything. It was just like a little tiny hole, until this kid spends like an hour and a half flicking it, like hard flick too. He was just flicking it. It just swelled up, and it looked terrible after that. And he's like, I wanted it to bleed and stuff, and I don't know. It was pretty stupid. Anyway, so after he's done this, the teacher sees it, I guess, after I went to lunch, and the principal takes him personally to the nurse, and the nurse calls his mom. Now his mom comes, and his mom sees it, and the kid tells the story of how it happened, but he doesn't happen to mention that it was an accident. So he just says that I stabbed him. That's it. That's it. No, accidentally, as I was grabbing his arms or something. He did say he was grabbing my arms, though. So, yeah. So I accidentally stabbed the kid. His mom comes to school, I guess. While this is happening, I'm in lunch, and as soon as I get in lunch, I get my tray, I sit down, I'm eating my food. We were having like popcorn chicken. That's all I touched. I just finished my popcorn chicken, and my art teacher walks up to me and she's like, office now. And I'm like, oh god, okay. So I go down my tray, barely got to eat my lunch, and I go sit in the office for like 20, 30 minutes, possibly 40 minutes, I have no idea. It was a really long time. I was just sitting there, and while I was sitting there, his mom, Raven's mom, came to the school, saw her child's hand after he flicked it, made it really bad, saw that and freaked out and said she was going to press charges on me and said I was mentally unstable and that I did not belong in school. So yeah, that's totally helpful. And so she decided not to press charges, but if she would have, I would have went to juvie. So yeah. And so I'm sitting there in this office for like 40 minutes, like, what the fuck is going on? Where is the dude that I'm supposed to be talking to? What is supposed to be happening? And then the guy finally walks in, he's like, my office, and I'm like, alright. And I walk into his office, which is inside the main office, it was where I was sitting. I walk inside that office, I think it's about the day before. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, because something happened the day before, I'll tell you that story instead of a different episode of this. So I think something happened before, and that's why I'm there, and that's not it. So I get into his office, he's like, alright, you stabbed the kid, so it's mandatory for me to search you, and I'm like, okay, you can search me. I didn't have anything, or I didn't think I had anything bad, and so he's searching everything about me, and he's like, okay, take everything out of your pockets, and I took everything out of my pockets, put it on his desk, and he goes, okay, open your wallet. I'm like, alright, and I open my wallet. I didn't know why he had to check inside of my wallet, but I guess that was part of it, and I forgot that I had a box cutter blade inside of it. Side of my wallet. So he saw that, he had to call my dad, he told my dad comes down, he's insanely pissed, and he comes to school and just starts freaking out, and he mentions military school, and I'm like, oh my god, what is gonna happen to me? And so I get in the car with him after this huge talk by both of these men I'm getting ganged up on, and I get in my dad's truck with him, and he's driving me home, and the guy said that my only punishment for this is that I'm kicked out of summer school. He said he cannot deal with this kind of stuff in summer school, so I'm just gone. So I'm out of summer school. I'm pretty hype about it, actually. I'm pretty happy that I'm out of summer school. I'm like, yay, I finally get to be out of summer school, because I hate it. And my dad is talking to me in the truck saying I'm ruining my future and I'm being an idiot and stuff like that, you know, same old. And then he goes, out of nowhere, like, it's been silence in the car for like 16 minutes, no, I'm joking, there's silence in the car for about like 3 minutes, and he's like, as soon as we get home, I'm shaving off all your hair, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then we get home, and he's like, okay, sit down. I'm like, okay. It's like, take off your shirt. I'm like, okay. Take off my shirt, and I'm like, don't let him know he's winning. So I accepted the haircut. I was like, cool. I was ready to get rid of it anyways, and, you know, I was acting like I'm all cool with it, and he grabs my hair, like, just grabs it, and grabs a pair of scissors, and like, and all I can think is, how long has he been waiting to do that? So I'm happy he got to do that, and I mean, that's my punishment, and why I got kicked out of summer school. And so yeah, don't accidentally poke somebody with a tool thing and let them flick it, because you will be royally fucked. Anyway, that's it for you enjoyed my first Nova stories. More to come. And that's about all I got for you. Later.